brief biography of Steve Jobs. Best known for his oligopoly, that is Apple Incorporated, Steve Jobs came from humble beginnings. Born to unwed graduate students in California in 1955, he was adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs shortly after birth. An inquisitive child, his father Paul encouraged him to pursue his passion for electronics. Frequently bullied in school, Jobs was a child who preferred solitude to friends. He found solace in the gadgets and electronics in his neighbor's garage. He worked at Hewlett-Packard Company. Jobs eventually saw his first computer at the age of 12 and was instantly hooked. He knew he wanted to pursue a career with computers. In 1972, Jobs went on to attend Reed College in Portland, Oregon, though he dropped out after his first semester. Jobs explains, "After 6 months, I couldn't see the value in it. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life and no idea how college was going to help me figure it out. And here I was spending all of the money my parents had saved their entire life. So I decided to drop out and trust that it would all work out okay." And work out it did. Jobs' passion for technology scored him a job with the well-known gaming company Atari in 1974. He was hired as a technician, fixing up and tweaking circuit board designs. His odd personality, which had lent itself to childhood bullying, led to complaints about poor hygiene and bad attitude. Luckily, Jobs stayed on at Atari, where he came to know Steve Wozniak. After some time, Jobs and Wozniak worked together to design a personal home computer. Al Alcorn, the creator of Pong for Atari, worked with Jobs and Wozniak to provide parts and help design the Apple I. In 1976, the Apple I was complete. The computers were sold from Jobs' parents' garage as Jobs and Wozniak continued to build and sell what would increasingly become into higher demand. When the pair attempted to sell the Apple II to Atari, the company turned the duo down. Alcorn, though, introduced them to investors who might support the startup company. In 1984, Jobs created the first Macintosh computer, which was the first commercially successful home computer to use a graphical user interface. This way of interacting with computers made home computing accessible to all levels of computer users and forever changed the game of home computing. In 1985, Steve Jobs was removed from his managerial duties at Apple Incorporated. His abrasive attitude and strange behavior, which had led to bullying in childhood and complaints at Atari, escalated friction between him and his workers. He then resigned from the company and left Apple. From there, he went on to create Next Software, which was ultimately used as the framework for web objects in the iTunes Store and Apple Store. He also became one of the founding fathers of the well-known Pixar. In 1986, shortly after leaving Apple, Jobs bought the computer graphics division of Lucasfilms Limited and renamed it Pixar Animation Studios. He remained the majority stakeholder of the company until it was bought out by Disney in 2006. By the late 1990s, Apple had fallen behind Microsoft in terms of innovation. Apple bought Next Software for $429 million in 1996, and Jobs was rehired as chief executive. He introduced the iPod and set the standard for digital music. In 2007, Apple became a competitor in the mobile phone market, incorporating features from the iPod directly into the phone. This would become and continues to be one of the best-selling electronic devices. And in 2010, Jobs launched the iPad, an innovative tablet computer. Jobs continued to work for Apple Incorporated until August of 2011, when he resigned due to poor health. Jobs was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer back in 2003 and underwent a liver transplant in 2009. His health continued to deteriorate, however, despite attempts to keep the cancer at bay. And on October 5, 2011, Steve Jobs suffered cardiac arrest, a complication of his pancreatic cancer, and died in Palo Alto, California.